Hey y'all! And welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Generation podcast, where we bring you a not-so-healthy dose of humor and reality as we get our hands dirty with some serious nostalgia and question everything.
Let's dive in.
Hey y'all!
Hey y'all!
It's Misty.
It's Ani.
And today we are hitting you with a double celebration of watching The Emperor's New Groove, my favorite movie of all time, and celebrating my 31st birthday.
Woo! Insert pops and crackles and fireworks and everything.
And explosions and screams and like all of that. So,
why are there burnt faces flying down from the sky?
It's just Misty's birthday. That's what usually happens.
Happy birthday! I'm guessing you don't like it.
It's like, do you not like the dead bodies falling from the sky? Darn, I don't know how to return them. We are celebrating my birthday by watching The Emperor's New Groove, both as a part of our Disney month and because it's my favorite movie, and because I tend to watch it on my birthday anyway. And we've gotten ourselves some sweet treats. I believe Ani has mochi donuts.
I have mochi nuts. Yes, mochi donuts. It's called a mochi nut. It's donuts made with rice flour.
And they look very good and very cute too, because they're in little circles. So.
They're actually in little like flower looking. They're little. Look at
that. They're adorable. And
that's a lie.
I forgot what self-control was when I was at the bakery. And which anybody who's been on our Instagram can tell, because I did post some pictures of what I got, which includes ube cheesecake, New York cheesecake, a pistachio tart, and 4 macaroons in the shape of different Pokemon. I've got a Bulbasaur, a Squirtle, a Charmander, and a Pikachu. And I also got myself a lavender lemonade. So,
of course, I was gonna say, if anyone who if anyone who listens to the podcast already knows that we have no self-control.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was planning for like a slice of something and then the macaroons, but I got my mom the regular cheesecake, and then the tart was a pure unadulterated whim.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, and so was the drink. The drink was also a whim, but I really like their lavender lemonade. And I got one, and I drank about half of it, and then because it's really strong, and I filled it with water, and it still tastes just as strong. And then I drank because I drank half of it, and then I filled it with water, and then I did it again, where I went down to half, and I filled it with water, and it still tastes the same. I think I've discovered a bottomless thing of lavender lemonade, so long as you just fill it halfway. Like, you only drink it halfway before you fill it again. And so I'm like, the color is the exact same shade of purple, like the taste is the exact same. It just hasn't changed. And I'm like, I'm drinking the equivalent of 2 of these, and it still looks the same. So yeah, so I have no idea what's going on there, but it is very good. But it is currently, that is in the fridge, because I've now had like 1.5 of them at this point, and I'm just like, okay, you're just gonna sit in the fridge. So yeah, but we will be celebrating my birthday with some snacks and a very good movie, and as you all come on this really awesome llama themed ride. So
let the drama llama campaign begin.
Yes, and the best part is there's the Pacha's original, like, actual llama is named Misty. In Misty the llama. And I'm so, like, I'm in the movie no matter whether you like it or not. So
I didn't know that.
You only hear him say it once, and he says it to his wife, and he says, "I'm going to go put Misty away." And I think he only says it once. He might say it again when he's actually talking to the llama. But yeah, the first I ended up one day playing it over and over again, just like, is that what he says? Does he say Misty the llama? Am I in this movie? And I'm in the movie. Yeah. So we will be celebrating today with good food and some llamas and some drama llamas.
Drama llamas.
I haven't heard that phrase in a while, like drama llamas.
You're the only one I know who says it a lot.
To be fair, I think I've just said it in like the last 3 days, and I've said it many times.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember hearing it. I used to hear it all the time. It was like a little pop culture-y thing.
God, can you believe this movie is
23 years old?
Yeah.
This movie was released in the year 2000, people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's great. Shall we?
Yes.
Let's go.
Da-da-da. My ube cheesecake is really good. My entire mouth is going to be such a dark shade of purple when this is such a dark purple.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Fair enough.
Remember when the old Walt Disney introduction was the drawn out lines and then
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we start with a
Poor
sad
Cusco.
llama in the rainforest.
A poor llama.
I love that David Spade is the voice of this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't picture Cusco
Mm-hmm.
as anything else but David Spade.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it was one of the weird things about watching the TV show, because I'm pretty sure it's not David Spade. And I'm just like, that's weird.
It's like, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not David Spade. But I didn't like the TV show, actually, at all. It was okay.
I watched it.
All of the character growth that Cusco goes through in this movie is gone. Just absolutely gone. Like, they make him go to school, so now he's like a high schooler.
Yeah.
And it's just like all of his character growth is just
gone
out the window. And it's just like, yeah, I don't think he like, it feels like it took place before the movie did.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up liking it.
We got Tom Jones to do the fucking song, like.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is so underrated.
Oh, it is. But some of the best Disney movies that are really underrated have the amazing soundtracks. Like, the soundtrack to Treasure Planet is so good.
The graphics, the story.
Same thing with Atlantis. I'd like to know what kind of bizarre throne he's sitting on that you could put a boat there and have somebody holding a baby on the other side. It's just like, okay.
Chef. I love the little, like, the way he says it and, like, the animation where he bites his lower lip when he says chef.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's cute. I love the smug look they animate on Cusco as he's just sitting there. It is like, it looks just like David Spader when he's like doing that like look, and it's just like,
I mean, David Spade would be doing this, fingers on the sides and stuff.
I would like to know how Cusco's like little tail part of his outfit, how it stays curly.
Lots of starch.
You threw off my groove. The Emperor's groove. You must now be thrown from a window.
You were saying? Resume music.
My little pistachio tart comes on a little tray, like a little spatula tray. It has a handle. It's very
Why are
cute.
they doing the river dance?
I could not begin to tell you why they're doing the river dance in something based on. Why they're doing the river dance in something based on. And he's
doing the salsa thing. And
it's a blending of cultures in that little dance montage right there. Boom, baby.
Oh, choose your bride. Like, if you didn't think someone's an asshole, here you go. Hate your hair, not my type. Yikes, yikes, double yikes. You have a great personality. Just like, Misty, you are the one that's like about to punch him in the face, and I'm the one holding you back.
It's just like, I'm gonna slug him. I'm gonna slug him. And you're like, you can't slug him. He's literally the Emperor. You can't slug him. Like, watch me.
Right? Pacha didn't ruin your life, you asshole.
I wonder if they have to paint themselves every day. All this red and blue. What if you accidentally paint the wrong sides?
Shit. How did you get up there? What happened?
It's like, why is this old man hanging from a freaking
threw off his groove? The rhythm in which he lives his life, the groove. You must not throw off the Emperor's groove.
Don't throw off his groove.
Beware the groove. He kind of, when he does that, he reminds me of the Cabbages guy from Avatar.
That's fair. Then there's Yzma.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Living proof that dinosaurs once roamed the earth.
I mean, the newest model is called Krunk. She's got 4 eyelashes on each lid.
Yep, just 4.
Her tits are like down to her fucking belly button. There was no concern of mine if your family has. What was it again?
What was it? Food?
Oh yeah, food.
Dig him away. And her eyelashes are like 4 or 5 inches long.
Yeah. but I love her cape.
Yeah, it is pretty
The
cool.
bones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. We do the wrinkles, the broccoli in her teeth.
Mm-hmm. No touchy. No touchy.
But by the way, you're fired. Your department is being downsized.
It's like, we're not picking you up as an option. Like,
Take your pick of whatever excuse will make you feel better that you're being kicked out.
it's just like, whatever you want to tell yourself to sleep better at night.
Who's in my chair? Very good, Crunk. Get the snack. Ooh, got it.
It makes me
Yeah,
wonder
I
if he
love
just
him.
keeps snacks on hand for Kronk.
I don't doubt that.
I would like to know who's opening these massive doors. There's like 50-foot tall, solid gold doors. Who is opening these doors? Were they made just so that it would always be ajar and cannot be moved?
How else can you open it? You know how important your village is? As in, it's
We
very
heard your
important that I'm
llamas.
going to turn it into
Cuscotopia!
water park. My family's lived here for the past 6 generations. And I'm going to change that.
And like Pacha like scoots him around the map, and Cusco looks so offended. It's like, somebody touched me?
I'm sorry, what? Your pool? As he just obliterates a little piece that is Pacha's house.
This is like Pacha's house that's been in his family for 6 generations. What I don't understand is why he's getting rid of the whole village for the spot where Pacha's house is.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Mm-mm.
Poor Pacha. Question? Where are we gonna live?
No, don't know, don't care.
Your little town thingy will be. Bye-bye.
It's like, Cusco is definitely an ass in the beginning of this movie.
For about 3/4 of the film, he's an ass.
Mm-hmm.
I need a Kronk to do this. Just put something where I can smash it constantly and have it ready.
You know, Yzma probably commissions those busts of Cusco.
Just to smash them.
And like Kronk probably weekly has to go pick up a new supply of Cusco busts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sculptor somewhere in that town that really thinks Yzma is extremely devoted to Cusco.
It's true. It's like, she must really love her job.
Yeah. When she gets fired, he's probably like, oh, she must have been devastated.
To the secret lab. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Do we even have that lever?
This should have been a ride at Disney.
Minus the end.
Yeah, don't throw me off of it and throw me into it like a science suit, please. But like, they literally made a ride in the movie, and they didn't make it into a ride.
I know.
I'm gonna put that. I'm turning him into a flea, and I'm gonna put him in a box. I'm gonna take that box, put it inside another box. I'm gonna take that box, and I'm gonna ship it to myself, and then I'm gonna squish it.
Then I'm gonna smash it with a hammer.
I like how
Or
she
just
decides
save on
not to go with
postage.
that plan specifically for postage purposes.
It's dinner time.
I'm eating this pistachio tart, and I have no idea what's in it. Just no.
Well,
The
we
more
know
of it
there's no oranges in it.
The more of it I eat, the less I know what's in this. Like, there was some kind of custard at some point. I can't even begin to tell you what the crust is made out of. I know there's chocolate in like a fudgy-ish filling somewhere, but there's so many elements of this thing. I don't know what's in it. What I don't understand is why he accepted the dinner invitation with somebody you just fired. You know, wants your job.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Like, he's an idiot. He's a lovable idiot.
But he is an idiot.
And now he's gonna forget which one is which.
I think the only two people here who aren't morons are Pacha and Yzma. Because even, like, Yzma has some common sense here and there. And, like, so does Pacha. But, like, Cusco and Kronk don't.
No. He seems nice. He's
like,
trying to make small talk, and it's just so awkward.
Especially about, like, Kronk, who neither of them know anything about.
The Emperor needs his drink. Right.
And it's like, oh shit, I don't remember which one it is.
Drinks are a bit of the what, Kronk?
It's just a little bit on the warm side. Let me shake them. That makes them colder, right?
Right? No, it doesn't.
What would have been really funny is if, like, while Kronk was handing Cusco the drink, if she would have just taken her own and started drinking out of it and turned into a llama. It pours on Kronk when he does that. I'm surprised it doesn't turn him into a llama.
I guess it must be ingested?
I guess so. He goes from face planting into his dish, just sitting up and they're like,
what were we talking about? And then he slowly starts to change.
Even the plant behind her where she poured her drink turns into a llama.
I just said.
I don't understand how Cusco doesn't notice the transformation, but also Yzma just miming beating the shit out of him with broccoli.
He does a great job.
True. A llama? He's supposed to be dead.
Isn't this is essence of llama?
That's a good point, Kronk. You might want to have her relabel some of her poisons if, like, the llama and the death one look similar.
Right. All right, a quick cup of coffee, and then we can finish the job.
It's just like dessert and coffee. Then you take him out of town, and you finish the job. This whole thing of, like, Kronk narrating as, like, he's going, that was what was in my head for Boots in the Golden Goose Temple. She's going, it's just like, that is 110% Boots the entire time you guys were in that temple.
Boots is just in her own world, man.
Boots is living in a different plane of existence than everybody else. Like,
and now Kronk has a conscience. He's like, shit.
I love the angel and the devil on his shoulders. I also love that the shoulder angel is dressed in, like, a Greek toga.
Some kind of angelic wear, yeah. 3 good reasons to walk away. He's got a sissy stringy music.
It's a harp. Thank you. You know that.
And that's a dress.
It's a robe.
Look what I can do. Nope. He's got a point.
He has a point. The handstand is, yeah.
A single handstand.
Uh-huh.
How do I get rid of you guys?
It's like, that'll work.
And now we run to the edge of the stream. I mean, the fucking leg power to jump and put his legs on the very sides of those pillars and not fall.
Yeah, and then to be able to hold the bag with a whole grown llama in it like that over that cliff. I wonder whose idea was it to animate that little chimp eating the bug.
What do I do with the body? Is that Misty?
Uh-huh. It's Misty the llama. I wouldn't even begin to know how to go back to my village and tell him, yeah, he's going to bulldoze everything to turn us into a pool.
How does Cusco, in the sack, go down the set of steep stairs and not die?
Like, how did he not drown in a bag floating half in water towards the waterfall? A very durable llama is what he was turned into.
Idiot.
It's like, oh, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt me.
I mean, for now, he's out of your life.
Yeah.
Like, where is this temple? Like, we're going through these, what looks like the top of Space Mountain, but it could very well be Anna's castle.
World's most dangerous suspended bridge of all time, and that is, like, the Empire State Building's high, like, takes him
all
days
of a sudden,
to come back.
Like, from what little they showed of the outside already of where Cusco lives, it's like it's embedded in giant rock, and I'm like, this looks like a villain's lair. Like, obviously he's a villain, but still, like, nothing about it is pretty and opulent, other than the giant golden doors.
And, like, it takes him several days to get there and come back, and yet Cusco sleeps through all of that.
Yeah. I think Kronk hit him pretty hard.
Yeah. He did a solid gold plate full of broccoli.
Aww.
I like the fact that they animate, like, it's hard for his wife to stand up and then keep her balance because of how pregnant she is.
I ate a bug today! That's good, champ. that what she just did would bother the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Even
The
as a
loose
kid,
tooth
it did.
thing.
Like the tooth that's so loose but won't come out. So like if you
Yeah.
breathe a little heavy, it just wiggles. I'm like, ah.
Yep.
The best way to tell your kids to go to sleep: kissy, kissy, kissy.
She's like, what do you mean he couldn't see you? That's just rude.
It's like emperor or no emperor, he has a job,
They should just make her empress.
right?
Like, just put her in charge.
She gets shit done.
Like she's going, I need to clean. She's like, I have to clean something.
I know that rage.
Mm.
Like in her rage, as she turns around while she's cleaning dishes, she's like, "Why are you just standing there?"
It's just like, see, he said it.
Yes, I heard him.
It's like you have to go put Misty away. It's like that's right. I'm in this movie.
Hi, Cusco.
I love their decision to do this, to have like little interjecting scenes of Cusco like narrating.
Cusco breaking the fourth wall all the time. Yeah. He just scribbles out Pacha. Petty little bastard. Now Cusco wakes up.
Like several days later, and Pacha's not really surprised to see a llama in the back. It's just a talking llama.
Right?
Demon llama.
Misty is now terrified.
Of a talking demon llama.
Okay, demon llama, just
Take it easy. A
Who
demon
do you think
llama.
you're talking to?
A demon llama.
You don't look the same.
What is this? A weird like peasant game? Wiggling your fingers.
My beautiful, beautiful face.
It's a llama face.
Llama face. I remember you. You did this.
Like I did not turn you into a llama. Like if I was gonna do something to you, I'd do something better than turning you into a llama.
Right? I'd be more creative than that.
It's like that's giving you too much credit.
Yeah, how you gonna do that, Cusco? You're gonna order her to change your back. You're a llama.
Just like, yeah, because people are really gonna believe that's you.
Let's go. No.
Like, ooh, Pacha growing a spine.
Now that he's talking to a llama.
Yeah.
I don't make deals with peasants.
Then I guess you're walking through the scary jungle in the middle of the night on your own. Llama
Do you even know where
boy.
you're going?
Jaguars,
Not listening.
snakes, quicksand.
Still not listening. It's like, all right, well.
Mm.
I mean,
No
valid.
Cusco,
There's
no Cusco to Topia.
No.
And then 5 seconds later, he feels guilty.
Turn around, Pacha. Go back home. Go back inside. Scary jungle. As the Emperor, I'm born with an innate sense of direction.
I could say I've never heard that.
Help me! Help me!
Too late. I was like, okay, that was the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
And then a squirrel. He's trying to share his acorn with you.
So be nice, Cusco.
As he smacks him in the face with it.
You should know better than to ever be mean to squirrels.
And he falls into a den of jaguars.
Oh, yeah.
Where this squirrel finds a balloon.
Why?
It's
Does he
fucking
just like
beyond
make
me.
balloon animals in his spare time?
Into a llama. I love how the sound of the pop doesn't wake them up, but Cusco's does.
It's like running, lots of running. It's like you better hope you got coordinated on 4 legs real fast.
Oof. And his neck goes straight into the thing.
Now he's riding a jaguar.
And the little baby jaguar is there too. It's like,
Cute. I really wish
look
like
at how Pacha does a whole Tarzan thing.
And totally misses Cusco.
Misses.
Got you on the backswing.
Yep.
For about 3 seconds. You're safe.
Kind of new to the whole rescuing thing, but I think this is going the opposite of rescuing.
It's like we're tied to a log that is now free falling thousands of feet towards a river.
I hate you.
It's like you're really lucky that log was buoyant.
Right? Oof. And one of the best gifts that's ever been created.
That's true. The bring it on.
Bring it on. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. Huge waterfall. Sharp rock at the bottom. Bring it on.
Ah! That is a huge waterfall to be
Right?
there.
I think Cusco is thinking, I'm gonna put something like this in my Cusco-topia.
Yeah, right? And like Pacha's mostly fine. Cusco, less
Cusco's
so.
a delicate little string bean.
That's very true. And a llama. He's
And
a
a llama.
stringy llama.
Are we gonna attempt CPR or go straight for the
Let's do like the compressions first.
No, first we're gonna slap his face. Didn't even go straight to just didn't even do compressions, just straight
didn't
to
even
mouth.
Try. Oh, just the tongue and just the way he pushes his whole mouth forward.
I know, right?
Where did you get mouthwash, Cusco?
Right? Fucking, he just got the fire started.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna do it again. Yes, use Pacha's shirt to dry off.
Definitely a towel. I'd strangle him. Like, jeez.
Nobody's that heartless, though. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No one gets it, Cusco.
Literally no one understands why you're this way, Cusco. I would like to know about Cusco's parents. Like, clearly they're gone because he's emperor at a very young age. But, like, what kind
happened
of people
to his
were
parents?
they? Like, what kind of people were Cusco's parents? Like, I would like to know that.
Somebody's throwing stuff.
Somebody's throwing stuff. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I fucking strangled him, I swear.
Oh, yeah. Just in the middle of the night, wait till he falls asleep, and just, you know what? Maybe I'd throw him off a cliff. Like, take this, you llama. Then again, would life under the rule of Yzma be better? Like, would it really be better? She doesn't care whether or not people have food, so. Then again, I don't know if Cusco does either. But, like, can you imagine Cusco getting married and, like, having kids and things like that? Or, like, what if there's some kind of war? Can you imagine Cusco trying to lead a war?
No. So I'm looking up Cusco backstory.
Okay.
Not much is known, except from one episode in Emperor's New School called Father O' Mine, where Cusco's real dad appears in a flashback. It's a strong, muscular man, emperor before Cusco. According to Cusco and Yzma, he was lost at sea on a trip when Cusco was just a baby, thereby granting the throne to Cusco. Since Yzma claims to have raised Cusco, it is possible that his mother passed away as well, rendering him an orphan. It is revealed that Cusco and his father share two things: a llama birthmark and the same necklace.
A llama birthmark? Okay.
I guess. At the beginning of the film, when it accidentally flashed back too far into Cusco's past, it was also revealed that he had a stuffed doll as a treasured toy. We saw that.
Yeah.
Where the head popped off. And eventually threw a fit as a baby when he accidentally broke it while hugging it, only to cheer up when what were presumably his caretakers replaced it. Okay, it's revealed that Cusco has a fear of frogs after a traumatic childhood. That's all I know.
I can honestly, like, I wonder if do they show Cusco's dad?
It said in one of the episodes in Father O' Mine, the original draft of the film, then known as Kingdom of the Sun, Cusco's name was originally Manco Capac, who was the first lord of the city of Cusco in the ancient story of the Incan Empire.
Oh,
but the team was forced to change it because Manco meant something inappropriate in other countries.
Oh, yeah. Here he is. It's not what I was expecting, to be honest.
Nuh-uh.
Like, if this is the picture of his dad from the show, which it looks like, because he seems to appear in more than one scene here. That's interesting. He doesn't look anything like I was expecting. He doesn't really look a whole lot like... I mean, he looks somewhat like Cusco, but...
Oh, and the blue? With the weird...
Yeah.
Feather? I can see it.
Yeah, like, I can see it. I just wasn't expecting that. Like, especially because they describe him as a bigger dude. I was expecting him to look more like Kronk.
And less like Cusco's older brother.
What if Yzma's his mom? What if the emperor was sleeping with Yzma and that's why Yzma raised him? That's gross.
That's gross. Who would sleep with Yzma?
Ew.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of a villain that would, but I can't.
Mm-mm. I don't think anybody would.
Like, not even Count Frollo would.
Mm-mm.
Then again, no one would touch Count Frollo.
That's true. Even Yzma would just be like, ew.
Yeah.
I would want better for even Yzma, like, to be fair.
That's very
like,
fair.
Just,
Don't shake unless you mean it, and this fucker doesn't mean it, ass.
Yeah, definitely.
Once we cross this bridge, there's only an hour to the palace.
That looks a lot farther than an hour.
Cusco, help! I'm sorry, what? No.
It's just like, I'm good, thanks.
I was gonna have you in prison for life, but I figured just letting you die here is better. All of it was a lie? No, yeah, no. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, all of it was like, toodles! Like, we shook hands on it.
The funny thing, though, is that you need to have hands.
And then he falls through, too.
Are you okay? Boom!
He's just like, good, because I'm going to beat the shit out of you. It's like, and Cusco still thinks he kidnapped him. So Pacha headbutts him.
I was always taught that there was good in everyone. No.
It's like, but not you! You're just an asshole.
Let's end this.
Like,
Let's get ready to rumble!
I really wish they showed some of the people like that live in Cusco's palace that are like nobles and stuff like that he has had to interact with to get this kind of an attitude.
Is this possible? What these two do, is this actually possible? Going back to back,
yeah,
and wiggling back up.
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe not from the position that they're in, but you could walk that way and climb up something. It would just be the getting out would be extremely difficult. Like you could get to a point where you stop, but I imagine it would be really hard to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
Because like these guys wrap their arms around each other that way, but like if one of them was holding onto a rope, your arms want to go up to hold on to the rope, and like it would be hard for that person to hang on to you. You'd almost have to like turn yourself around and wrap your upper arms around them in some way.
We're moving, and there are the lovely
like
gators
it don't look down.
And it's as far
I don't think you would be able to do it this far because they're literally pushing on the back of each other's necks.
Right? It's like, now what, genius? You're just gonna have to trust me. Have I seen this movie a bunch of times? Nah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like the thing about this scene that always bothered me is it doesn't really look like Pacha's trying that hard to pull on.
I know, right?
And
I fucking lose my mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And now he ends up face first in
a bat cave.
Cave full of bats.
How many scorpions live on that branch? It's like, now he has a mouthful of bats.
But hey, it helps.
Yeah. They're just so stunned. And what just happened? They're like,
Bye, Pacha. Aw, Cusco saved him.
Look at me, my bad self. I say that all the time.
Look at me and my bad self. He's like, shit.
She's just like, I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't.
Nobody's that hard.
Cusco. It's a one-time thing that I was a nice person. Don't read too much into it.
You're still taking me back?
It's like I shook on it, didn't I? I'm still building Cusco-topia when I get back.
Yeah, 4 days. Maybe you'll change your mind.
What are the chances of you carrying me for most of that 4 days?
Not good. Not good. You want him gone, like, she's getting tired.
She's getting tired as she's sitting in this little backpack.
That's gotta hurt. Or like her heel just digging into like his back.
I know, right? And she loses her shoes to the swamp.
A golden-footed something warbler.
Kronk's having a great time.
Great. Kronk is finding animals. He's putting them in his little notebook. Yzma is covered in slime and gunk and
Kronk is talking to squirrels.
Squeak, squeaking, squawk. Squeak, squeaking.
Squeak, squeaking. Squeak, squeak, squeaking. He says he has to be versed in all the woodland creatures, which means he speaks other woodland creature languages.
A talking llama gave him a hard time. The squirrel's like, nah, I don't want to talk to you.
It's like even the squirrel understands that Yzma's got shit vibes.
I love how he just stops mid-sentence when he sees Yzma. More room.
It's like a lot of room. Like
how's this?
Look how far down Yzma's dress comes.
I told you her tits are by her fucking belly button.
The bottom of your rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if being able to carry a backpack tent for Yzma to ride in was part of like the interview process hiring Kronk. Like, is that one of her requirements in like a test that she does for hiring her little minions? It's just like, you put this on and let's go.
Why is she from fucking Brooklyn?
I have no idea, but I'd like to know why it is they decided that they were going to masquerade as a married couple rather than just two dudes coming to visit a restaurant. Bless you for coming out in public with a wife that ugly.
To split.
I need two heartburns and a
deep fried door stopper.
I love their little like salt and pepper like llama dispenser things.
They're so cute, and just but what they eat is gross.
Oh yeah, this giant pill bug, yeah.
That he just slurps.
I'm with Cusco. Like, Cusco's face would have been me. Like,
yeah, would be right.
And they did not bring an onion log. Where is Cusco's onion log? What also is an onion log? It's a deep fried doorstop, apparently.
I love how, like, when Cusco walks into the kitchen and, like, he's got his butt moving, the guy at the bar looks like Pacha and just goes, nice.
Like that.
Pacha's like, thanks. Don't I know you? No. I wrestled you in high school. Who the fuck is gonna remember that?
But the thing is, too, is like Pacha has no idea who these people are. He has never seen them before.
Didn't he see Yzma, though?
I don't think he saw Yzma. I mean, she might have been standing there right after she got fired, but he hasn't seen Kronk. I don't understand why they all just seem to think they could just walk in and
walk into the kitchen. Again, what's with the New York accents?
Why not? Also, why did he pack the stew? He
Make your own
the
stew. I'm taking mine.
A steak cut in the shape of a trout.
And he just all of a sudden knows how, like, what the slang is for these.
Yep. And he's just ready. He's like, this is my restaurant now. I cook here. I work here. Like, if Yzma had just walked off and never come back, this is just what Kronk would be doing with his life.
Right? Why am I not surprised you took over the kitchen?
It's like, how often does Kronk do this?
It's me!
It is.
Every time we go to someone's house, I immediately just take over the kitchen.
Yeah. It's just like, why am I not surprised? Why does Cusco keep coming back in, is what I'd like to know. It's like, in that instance when, like, Yzma and Cusco both say, make my potatoes a salad, like, it tells you how much time they spend together.
They spend together, like, since he was a child.
Uh-huh.
Quick, great thinking on Pacha's part. Like, see that woman over there? It's her birthday.
It's like, Pacha has, like, quite a few, like, really good on-the-fly ideas.
This would be you, just the instant startle, like, ah!
Yeah, it would be like, meh. I've only had it happen to me once where somebody, like, did this at a restaurant, and the whole time was so awkward. I'm just like, okay.
Was the woman scary beyond all reason?
It's like, they are not here to save you, Cusco.
He's not gonna listen. They're trying to. Why would they want to kill me?
It's like their whole world revolves around me.
No, Pacha doesn't. Pacha is a good person.
It's like, Pacha is a genuinely good person. Perhaps the most genuinely good person you've ever met, Cusco.
And he's like, nah, you're lying.
It's like, nah, it's okay.
Ah, you believe him now? Can't just let it go even on your birthday. Yeah, no one cares that you're gone, Cusco. Now what?
It's like, oh, sorry, Cusco. Nobody cares that you're gone, and everybody thinks you're dead. And
like, we held a funeral and everything, and no one seemed to care.
Nobody really cried either, Cusco.
Sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Aw, now he's a sad llama. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. That's a hot Cusco.
Oh, the image I sent you?
Yeah.
I was just like, he's a llama. Like, honey, he's a llama.
My first crush was a fox, all right?
Who?
Robin Hood.
Oh, that's fair. Robin Hood's very dashing, though, so.
Yeah, and he's a fox.
Yeah.
And then my crush moved on to, I remember, was Robin from Teen Titans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So me liking a llama cartoon, it's really not that far-fetched.
I mean, that's valid. It's entirely valid.
I love how Kronk has a little tiny tent that just covers his junk. And he sleeps with a little teddy bear.
And they both have matching hats. I'd like to know how difficult it was for him to get into that tent. just slide his legs in there. I like how he has to stop and take a breath to process his thoughts. She travels with mannequins.
She's got no hair.
She does not. And like
Her
she has like a face
cap.
mask and like these cucumbers, and like no amount of face masks and cucumbers is going to make that woman look better. So it's just like you should just quit destroying poor innocent fruit.
Sad llama. Gonna go eat grass with the other llamas. And all the other llamas are going, I don't like you.
He's like, you're a weird llama.
You smell different. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Gonna try eating that grass? Yeah. With that dirt, yum, 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 yum,
Yeah,
yum.
he just manages to get like the world's worst root and like it's covered in dirt.
He's like, I hear a voice. I recognize the voice.
It's like, yeah, because Pacha's people are llama herders. He makes a
he knows
lousy
that he's there.
It's like he makes a really lousy
llama. Are you tired of being a llama?
Yeah. They go all the way back to his house.
Scary beyond all reason. That's how everyone describes Yzma. But Pacha's wife.
If I would not have let that woman through my door if she would have showed up if I was Pacha's wife.
But like, she already knows that this is like utter bullshit.
She immediately is like, yeah, this is sketch.
As I said to you before, many times.
It's just like, but he's not here, so get the fuck out.
Allow me, heavily pregnant, to try and pick up this thing on the ground.
So Kronk's like, yeah, but I got 94 monkeys to go.
She just did a fucking, like, hand flip.
Yeah, she did.
A cartwheel. Like, this woman is fraying at the edges and she just did a cartwheel.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's probably easy to throw herself around considering she weighs about 5 pounds.
It's true, but also, how does she have the ligament or muscle strength to hold herself up and not, like, instantly break a bone as she thinks?
She's like a bird. Her bones are hollow. I love that she hits him, Cusco, with a pan.
Sorry.
Like, it's been a running thing in Disney for so long. It's just hit people with pans. I would live in Pacha's house. Like, that is such a nice house in such interesting ways.
You look like my great aunt.
Like, imagine what Pacha must go through on a daily basis. Yzma's eyes does that snake thing from the Jungle Book. Like, when it's trying to, like, do the hypnosis thing.
That's her getting mad. I think it happens to Hades, too.
Yeah.
Just that anger, like the red swirls.
Disney likes the angry, swirly eyes and hitting people with pans.
It's the anime equivalent of the little like red anger thing that shows up on their head.
I'd like to know how his kids are moving this quickly down the mountain over and over again.
And now she's a piñata. And Kronk's like, you need to call me more often for family reunions.
And his wife, his wife.
Pacha's wife is just like,
sure, sure, why not?
Just fucking leave.
Just like, please get out of my house now. And they're like, where are these marks on the ground? These red lines. Like, why are we
and the purple triangles?
And they're both just like,
let's
just keep going. I really kind of wish like the world of like where Cusco lives was a video game because it looks like it'd be so much fun to explore.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times I would play in the video game and just leap off of one of those cliffs headed for one of that river and see if I could land in it, like shit.
And not get hit by lightning.
Yeah.
This break in the wall part always fucking, like, I love it because like they get to the temple or whatever, And they get to Yzma's lab and like they're already there.
Yeah.
It's like,
And they're like, why
how
did they even have
we get
that
here
liver?
before them?
And they're wearing the lab outfits.
Lion, tigers, bears, humans. Looking for this. Yeah, how did we get here before them, Crunk? By all means, it makes no sense.
It's just like, we're not going to question it.
Do you really want to kill me? Yes.
One of those potions behind Cusco is a goose.
I see it.
There are 4 goose vials. So for the next session, I guess I'm turning you guys into a goose, and you guys are just going to be the Goosingtons from now on. Go for the Nameless City campaign.
Oh my god!
Goosingtons.
Can we be transported to where Goosington lives?
The Goosington. I know where Goosington lives.
Yeah, can we be transported there and then be turned into geese?
And just live the rest of your days as geese in Goosington's world. I love this scene where he's just talking to like his devil and angel on his shoulders while everybody's standing there watching him talk to himself.
And they're like,
hey? Like, Kronk, why did I think you could do this? A really, really stupid monkey.
Kronk! Don't you know what else? Never liked your spinach puffs! Never. From above, yes. Chandelier.
Like, drop a fucking chandelier on her.
And she's so rail thin, it goes right through. She goes right through it.
And they have another hidden lever. What I don't understand is how, like, Pacha cannot defeat this rail-thin, bird-boned woman.
I don't know. Just grab them all.
So her secret lab is really just known by everyone, including the guards.
No, all they see is a llama, honey.
Just like the dangers of a llama.
And now they're all animals.
Uh-huh.
I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused. Anyone else? Like,
no, we're good. Like,
he's been turned into a turtle. Like, imagine that guy who got turned into a cow, then going home, like, into his wife, and she's just like, what the fuck?
Why is there a talking cow in my house? Something with wings, yeah, it's a tiny little bird that looks like it can be Iago's son.
Oh, it's true. And now he's a whale.
Don't you say a word.
At least
why are there so many like levels in this thing? Like,
why are there so many rivers?
Rivers and sheer drops? Like, fuck? Who designed this?
Uh-huh.
I'm a llama again.
It's like, wait a minute. Why am I excited that I'm a llama again?
He just figured out how to...
Whoever the architect for this place is had a huge sense of humor, but was really good about disguising it.
Because the water drains from the nose. He understood sinus problems.
Yeah. Somebody was just like, you know what? Let's make this place as bizarre and multi-leveled as possible.
I love how they make it so, like, vicious, and it's just a little cat.
It's just a little baby kitty cat.
Is
and
that
for
my
once, Yzma's cute.
My voice? Oh, well.
The only time Yzma looks good is when she's in her cat form.
For these.
Is that my voice?
Oh, well. To drink with you, fool! I'm going to drink it! I said myself, your beautiful self, going to kill you!
Imagine being one of the people who live, like, or work in the palace, watching Yzma run and lose her shit while chasing a llama. And it's just like, just thinking to yourself, man, that bitch is really lost it. She just chases a peasant and a llama across the palace with a herd of animal guards.
Anyone who's looking at it comes across it going, what? New recruits going, what is happening? And everyone else is going, it happens all the time.
It's fine. It's just a Thursday.
It's just a Thursday. This happens every Thursday. It's fine.
How is Cusco holding Pacha, considering the fact that he doesn't have thumbs to grip on or fingers to grip onto Pacha?
I don't know, man. Again, there's so much logic in this that doesn't make sense.
Like, the interesting thing, too, is, like, that if Cusco had chosen to grab the vial instead, Pacha still would have been fine, because there's a giant trampoline. Because there was
trampoline.
I really just think you'd have to have a shit ton of leg strength to do this with the back-to-back thing and walk up there.
You and I'd be fucked.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we're dying here.
I like how the person who technically defeats Yzma is Kronk.
Kronk, right?
Oh, and then they hug, and now they're BFFs. awkwardly.
Aw. Here, let me uncork it since you don't have, thumbs.
We'll see ya on the other side. That's another phrase I use.
I like to say catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.
Where did I get that from? That's not the first time I was tossed out of a window.
Kuzco looks concerned. He's like, what do you mean it's not the first time you've been thrown out a window? Who's throwing you out of windows?
Oh, he's a sweet man.
That entire room is just rugs hanging from the ceiling.
That's it. Just tapestries.
Yep.
It's like, you lied to me. You said this is the best sunrise, sunset, whatever.
And you said these hills sing, and there is no singing. And the entire time I was dragged all over them.
So I'm going to take my
summer home somewhere else.
You're stuck on the tuneless hilltop forever.
Cusco really now acts like somebody who has the weight of an entire empire, on his shoulders.
Now that I have sponsorabilities, what do I do?
Yeah. Now Cuscotopia is a bird bath.
He's got a mini Cuscotopia for the birds.
Uh-huh. And I like how on the mini hill right next to Pacha's house, they built like a reasonably sized place for Cusco.
And now they're neighbors.
It's like, that's his summer home now. He spends summers with Pacha and his family. See, that's what he needed. He needed parents, and he got parents. He needed parents,
yeah.
The only Disney movie where they end with more parents than they started with.
Usually we don't have any.
Usually we might start with one and we lose one along the way if we started with any at all. But Cusco gains parents. Cusco went on an epic quest to gain parents.
Oh my god.
And they're good parents, to be fair.
They are some of the best.
Like, I imagine as everybody gets older, they're like, those Pacha's kids are just gonna go to school and they'll be like, oh yeah, well, our older brother's the emperor, so.
Right?
It's and nobody's gonna believe them, and then Cusco's just gonna show up one day for, like, whatever reason, because he's coming to visit for the summer. And
hey, I'm here to pick up the kids.
Like, is that the emperor? They're just like, yeah, told ya.
Told ya. My older brother's the emperor.
It's like, I don't know what to tell you. My older brother's the emperor, so. Oh, I love this movie so much. It's such a great movie. It is. It's such a good movie. Oh. Any thoughts on The Emperor's New Groove, besides the fact that it's one of the greatest Disney movies of all time? Because it is.
I love everything about it.
Oh, me too. It's so much fun. It's such a good movie. This is one of those movies I could just watch, like, over and over again.
Which you did. And you've done.
I have done. I've watched Emperor's New Groove many times. It's a good movie.
That's like me with The Mummy or it's like Sahara. I just have it on.
Yeah.
As background noise. I'm like, yeah, I've listened to this whole thing. Yeah. I can quote it.
Yeah. It's just like this is definitely one of those few movies that I've watched just many, many, many times. So. Oh, hi Cookie. Oh, hi Cookie. Such a cute cookie. Oh, she said hi to me. That's cute. She's a good cookie. Well,
I'm not doing anything. You want me to love you. It's what I'm doing. And I'm getting shit for it.
Well, in a few days, I will officially be 31.
How do you feel? The same?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
More tired?
And I just don't even know if I'm going to keep counting until, I just think I'm going to go from 30 to, 40. Just, and then from 40 to... And, not count the numbers between.
That's fair.
I'm
30.
Yeah.
Misty, you've been 30 for 8 years. I'm 30, and then I'll be 40.
In 2 years, I'll be 40. But until then, I'm 30. And, that's just all there is to it. So...
Age stops to matter once you hit 30. It's 30, 40, 50. We're not doing 31, 32.
Yeah, it's very strange. My mom and I have talked about this before because she had me at 32. And so her and I are at just kind of very different points in our lives. Mm-hmm. And even though we're in very similar age points. So it's interesting just to think about because next year.
Yeah, my mom had me at 37. My dad was 40. Thinking of where I'm at now versus what my mom was doing at 33.
Yeah.
She'd been married for 10 years already.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we are at very different life stages than our parents, but I think that's a generational thing, to be fair. So, because millennials are having their life like milestones a lot later than our parents' generation did. So, but because I mean, it's kind of hard to buy a house when it's a what we used to be like $100,000 house is now like a $700,000 house, and
Right?
it's hard.
Back in my day, we bought a house. Yeah. Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah, you
How am
did.
I supposed to do that?
Also, like you could support a a family of four on minimum wage, and now you can't support a cat on a minimum wage.
You can't.
So yeah, that's fun, that's really fun. So but yeah,
Just,
it's something else, but like I think at least we're taking steps forward. We're trying. We're working on it at the very least. So, like in the next 2 years, I think I'll have my PhD done. So, because I think it's
yes.
2025 I'm graduating in. I think
The year that you come out here is gonna be the year you graduate.
I aim for. Oh yeah, well yeah, okay. I was just like I'm aiming to move closer to the West Coast before 2025. But yes, yeah, it'll be, which is also our 10-year anniversary. So
Yes.
yeah, a lot of things falling in the year of 2025. So I'm hoping to be done with my PhD by then, our 10-year
And I will have
anniversary.
your graduation gift ready
My
from me
sword.
and Aaron. Yes.
My sword.
We're doing that's like that's a Viking thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
It's a Nordic tradition.
yeah,
When
it's a
you get,
Nordic tradition.
you'll be getting a sword.
Yes, is the one of the only acceptable PhD gifts. You get a sword.
Mhm.
It's just like I'll also accept castles and magic. So
I can gift you a sword. I can't gift you the other ones. I can't get them myself.
you can't gift me magic.
If I could get magic first and then gift it, we need to work on that.
Magical sword?
Where do I find someone to wield the magic in the sword?
Like gives me the sword and the stone, and yet I'm not worthy to pull that out of the anvil. And you bitch.
You just
So,
have a sword in a stone.
so I'm just gonna have to get strong enough to be able to lift the anvil just to wing it that way. It's just like eventually, if I hit it against something hard enough, it'll break. It's like, and then I can get the sword out of the anvil. It's just like, yeah. Oh, but yes, I'm getting a little older, which is, it is what it is at this point. So I don't feel any different now than I did at 25. So
Tired.
yeah, yeah. Well, when I was 25, I was working for castles and poor people. So like, I was mentally really tired then. So less mentally tired now, maybe more
But
physically
now it's
tired.
now it's the aches and pains when you get out of bed and everything cracks and you're like, when did that
Yeah.
start?
Well, at 25, like I could just run on like 4 hours of sleep with no problem. And I did frequently, is because of the way my classes were. Because I would get done with castles and poor people because I always closed at like 10:30, get home at 11. Obviously, you don't go directly to sleep. So I'm going to sleep around like midnight, 1, and then having to get up at like 5 in the morning to be out of the house by 6 to get to school. And I'm just like, if I'm lucky, like I was getting like 4 hours of sleep, and that's how I operated for like
Ugh,
2 years. I think was just roughly 4 hours
no,
of sleep, and I'm just like, I'm
no.
lucky that if I had to do that, it happened at that point in my life. Because I don't think I get like 7 hours of sleep now, and I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh my god, I need like 2 or 3 more hours. Like this is not enough. So
I used to get solid night's sleep.
mm.
Now I don't. Now I wake up like 3 to 4 times.
Oh yeah, easily. Like I wake up, and it's like, ugh, and then I roll over, and I go back to sleep, and then I wake up like an hour or two later, and I'm still like, ugh, and then I roll over.
Uh huh.
It's just like,
Uh huh. And I'm like,
uh.
why? And then every morning, my dad tries to talk to me, and I'm just like,
It's just like, no, no, no.
uh,
It's like, yeah,
uh,
it's just like you've awoken the gremlin that lives in my head from like 6 in the morning to about 9. So
Like,
it's
I
like,
just got up.
I remember the days when I used to be able to sleep until like noon to like 1, and like it just didn't
Yeah.
phase you at all. And then now if I sleep like past 10, I get like a massive headache, and it's just like,
That's me with 9. I can't sleep past 9, otherwise I will have a headache.
I don't like
I
sleeping
slept-
past 10 because it feels like I wasted like my whole day at that point. And it's just
I slept for 36 hours once.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Turkey,
Mm-hmm.
we had gone from here
Mm-hmm.
to Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And we had done like 16 hours in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So from LA to Frankfurt, it was already a time difference. And then we spent 16 hours there. And then go from Frankfurt to Turkey to Istanbul.
Yeah.
And that's another time change.
Yeah.
We got home at like 4 a.m, like 2 days later, basically, for when we left LA.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm out. I'm fucking out. At 4 a.m, I'm sleeping. Mom has she's gone up, had breakfast, gotten her hair done, gotten her nails done. Like, she's gone out throughout the whole day. And I'm just dead to the world.
Was that the first time you had traveled to Turkey?
No, this was first time?
It's like if it's the very first time it's ever happened to you, like your body might have just been like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I think it was the first time.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically my second time, because I had gone back when I was a year and a half. But
yeah.
Whatever.
First time you're fully aware of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm so fucking tired. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I tried eating a bratwurst and I nearly threw up.
Yeah.
I had some. That was gross. I had some pasta. Because I was hungry, I took one bite and I'm like, I'm nauseous.
Yeah.
My body's like, the fuck are you doing? Like, what time is it?
It's just like, you need like a bread or a cracker and water and like 36 hours of sleep, apparently. Did you wake up and you're like, and your mom's like, yeah, no, you've been asleep for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I woke up the next morning at like noonish.
Yeah.
And I'm just so groggy. And she's like, oh, she's awake. And I'm like, what day is it? What time is it? Like, how long did I sleep? She's like, it's the next day. I already had breakfast. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I slept the whole ass day.
Yeah. Like, that would be so confusing. You're like, it's not noon like the same day. Like, I've slept at
The sun has set and risen again.
It's just like, the sun has risen, set, and then risen again. Like, okay. Like, oh, sure. Okay. So, but yeah, I can't sleep like I used to. Like, the sleeping straight through the night, fuck. I don't remember that only happens when I'm sick, like when I'm really sick, and then like that's the only.
Oh no, not me. I'll barely be able to sleep, but I do know that for me, it gets better when it's daylight savings time changes again,
which is such
when
a
we have
weird
longer
thing.
nights. I know.
I don't understand.
I know. My dad doesn't get it either, but my mom gets it because my mom and I get fucked.
Yeah.
When it's spring forward, but when it's fall back, it's like, oh, we sleep like babies.
That's so weird. I'm so like, I really want the government to get rid of it because I just want to know what happens if like they got rid of daylight savings time and fall hits. If you guys would just be fine. Like, is there something just fundamentally abhorrent about summer to your guys' brains, or like, is this like the January like baby like just against the opposite month? Like, what's happening?
Well, my mom is a Taurus. She's in May.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's just the longer nights.
It is a little strange that it doesn't really get dark until like 9. Like, I like it because I can go out and like do things like after work and have like several hours of daylight left and actually feel like I could do stuff, as opposed to getting off of work at 5 and then, oh, it's dark out, it's time for bed now. And it's just like, so that's like, I do prefer in this time frame that we're in now, just because I like the fact that it's daylight longer, and it really just doesn't make any fucking sense. I like it
because I get to go do more things, but at the same time, it's like giving me my longer nights back so I can sleep.
It's just like, what you just need is fall back. Yeah. Like, you just need fall. Like, we can keep the time the way it is now, but like, you just need fall.
I just need fall.
Yeah, you just need fall. And, yeah.
Oh, what was it? Shit. I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. Okay.
That's something that's happened more as I've gotten older. Just forgetting everything. What's
I could never live in Iceland, where they have like.
Sorry, I'm looking for where that point made it sense with the rest of our conversation.
Talking about like, they give me the time now, but it being fall.
Uh-huh.
Currently, Iceland is at the point in the year where like they don't see darkness for like 4
Oh,
months.
that I hate.
Yeah,
at like 2 a.m. and it's fucking noon daylight out, and I'd be
no,
like,
it is literally 24 hours of like fucking sunlight.
I would hate that. Like, just no. And then like, well, like Alaska does the opposite too, where they'll get both. They'll get like 30 days of sun, and then they'll get like 30 days of night, and I'm just like, no. Like, even the night court isn't night 24 hours a day. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, thank you.
It's like, I want to fucking wake up when the sun comes up. I want to go to sleep when the sun goes down.
Yeah. What is something you like about getting older?
Giving less of a fuck about things. Like,
That's
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it for me to expend energy on things that don't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, you have a difference of opinion? Cool. Okay. I'm not going to argue.
Yeah.
Not going to argue, because why the fuck would I?
Yeah. I'm more comfortable with myself now.
That too. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with myself.
Yeah. And it's just like,
I'm like happier in just being where I'm at, like mentally.
yeah.
Because like, how do I put it? I think it goes with the whole I don't give a fuck thing. Like, this is it. You take it, you leave it. Like, I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, you've
being
changed a lot in like the
I have
last
changed.
like 7 or 8 years or so. So,
Yeah.
because like just in the time that I've known you, you've changed a lot. You've become more comfortable with being single too,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and just being by
I
yourself.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. So, because
Do I want like the cutesy cuddles and the the cutesy things? Yes, I want it. But like,
but it's no longer like it feels like a necessity.
I don't need it. I don't need it to like validate my self-worth or whatever. Now it's like, please leave me alone.
Yeah.
I have my
like,
routine. I have my shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't want
It's
to
just
ruin
like
that.
you now have to find somebody who fits into your life rather than fitting yourself into somebody else's mold.
Or make them fit into my life when they really don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's definitely a good thing. Like, I've definitely
Like,
become more like comfortable with myself as who I am. I've definitely like I always feel like I'm like several years behind in life stage moments and things like that. It's like I'm catching up in some things, and it's just like this is probably something I should have done years ago, and like I'm getting more into these things and stuff like that.
It's like that thing that I saw that I think it was a Tumblr post or whatever that said that your 30s is when you start to realize that all the things that made you happy as a child, like you're returning back to those.
Yeah.
Because in your 20s, you're just like, nah, that's child, that's stupid, I don't like it. And I'm just like, no, this brought me genuine joy.
Yeah.
Before, and it still does. So I'm going to keep it.
Yeah. And it's just, and also like I've come into like different life stages, I feel like a little later than like I should have, because like I felt that way like being 18. I felt like I was more like in that 15-16 mentality, and then being like 20 like 5, I felt more like I was just in like that 20 mentality, and just like it just back and back and back like that, and it's just like I've gotten more into where I'm starting to feel more like an adult person rather than just like a teenager who's pretending stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, this conversation has taken some interesting turns, as it always does with us. But it is an awesome thing to get to share my birthday tradition of watching The Emperor's New Groove with all of you, and to get to have some fun and do some chit chat and eating some very delicious things, which I managed even not to eat all of, which is a lot of self-restraint for me. So it's something I am trying to learn as I get older. Self-restraint. It's not working, but it's sort of.
No,
We're working
it never
on it.
works.
It's a work in project. It's a work in progress. It's fine. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. We've just wrapped up Jungle June, and we are kicking. This will be the kickoff episode.
We just wrapped up Jurassic July.
We just wrapped up Jurassic July. Yes, I should know that it's July. So, but yes, we've just wrapped up Jurassic July, and this is the official kickoff for Disney August. So, which doesn't sound nearly as like rhymey as Jurassic July and Jungle June, but like we are celebrating the wonderful world of Disney here Sorry Not Sorry Generation for the month of August. You guys are going to see some of the best Disney movies that we have to offer, and some of the most underrated.
And they are the best. I don't want to fucking hear it that they're not.
You can fight us, that's fine. And because we'll win. But you'll hear some Disney games going on. We've got a long month in August going, as we've got 5 Thursdays this month. So you guys are going to get 5 episodes out of us. And after that, we're going to start kicking in, because let me tell you, after August, we're going to get super busy, because we've got the 1-year anniversary for the Nameless City campaign coming up in September. And then we're going to dive right into some of the best holidays. So start, of course, kicking off with Spooky Month. So we've got some really interesting and cool things planned for you guys. So we do hope you stick around, including some interesting lives that are going to happen here in the next couple of months. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy our themed episodes. We will be picking up some of our regular content of Hell of a Boss, Vox Machina, and things like that in the
all the things we're behind on.
Yeah, in the coming weeks. Like I know Hell of a Boss released some episodes for season 1. We will be going back and watching those and adding those to it, because like we haven't quite finished season 1 for Hell of a Boss yet, but we will add those new episodes to it and everything like that. So at the moment, I think we're 3 episodes short of wrapping up the season, so we might just put them all in one episode, so we don't have to worry about adding like that.
3?
1.
Possibly.
We're on
because
8 episodes in.
Yeah, because we started the first one with the pilot.
We just finished 5, so we might watch 6, 7, and 8 all together in one episode, which is fine because they're not like super long or anything like that. But you guys don't have to worry. We will be including the new episodes and before we kick off with season 2 when we do that, and eventually we will get back around to Vox Machina as well. So, you guys stay tuned for some really interesting and cool things coming up. We've got some interesting things planned and some fun things and some weird things too, as we do. You'd be disappointed if we weren't a little weird.
It's gonna be good. That's all you gotta know, is it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be really good. So feel free to come by and check out say hi on Instagram with us at the Sorry Not Sorry Generation. You can come check out our website, which is also connected to our Instagram as well through our link tree. You can find our Zazzle store and our Etsy store too, both of which
we have it all, folks.
Yeah, our Zazzle store recently. Just please buy our stuff. Our Zazzle store has recently downsized a lot of our stuff as we've discontinued it. The original stuff may make an appearance later for maybe like milestone anniversaries and stuff like that. And some of the holiday stuff might reappear. But at the moment, we have a very limited run of what's going on in either store. And there are different things in both stores. So feel free, peruse, reach out, say hi to us, whatever you'd like to do.
We love meeting people. Say hi.
Yeah, and like just if you guys are interested in any of our episodes or like have ideas that you'd like us to pursue for our episodes, suggestions or whatever, you're more than welcome to send them to us, because we'll be happy to hear them from you and just to chat if you just want to chat. So we've got some
we're vicious, but we're not that bad.
We're nice to you guys. We like you guys. So
yeah,
especially our new cryptid followers of the we've got Bigfoot up in Alaska, and we've got Swamp Thing as well. Them. So we are we'll have to release like cryptid merch at some point. So
we will.
But
we have the ideas.
Oh yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so very much for joining me on my birthday and for this wonderful Disney movie. And we will see you next time.
Cusco.
Oh. Good
night, folks. Tune in next week for more fuckery, because we have some serious questions and concerns.